Welcome, Gemini. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. My name is Marlena with Graceful Healing Intuitive Tarot, and this is your November reading. First, we're going to start off with your November monthly energies. We're going to see each week of the month, how you're doing, and then we're going to drill down a little bit on it, and then we'll move on into your love reading. We'll look into how you're feeling, your mate's feeling, and then we'll look into what issues you guys may have, any obstacles that you may be going through, and then we'll go get you some practical advice. Okay, welcome to my channel. All right, remember this is a general reading, so make sure you look at your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. This will allow my okay, this has been happening a lot, by the way, just flipping out, flying all over the place. So so make sure you look at your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign for more clarity. And let's get going, okay? So at the beginning of the month, we have freedom. You guys are looking to feel that bit of freedom. It's about seeking the truth. This is about you feeling free when it comes to even your solar plex chakra, manifesting what it is that you want. You are now seeing. I feel like, was it you last month that wasn't seeing, refusing to see? I feel like Gemini was refusing to see one month. It might have been October. I'm not sure if it was the beginning of the month or the end of the month, but at some point you did not want to see the truth for what it really is. Now you're seeing it, and as a result, you're able to manifest. Let's move into the second week of this month. Excuse me. Y'all saw me pop up and everything, huh? But everything's popping up all over the floor. What do? I mean, I gotta bend over. I bend over. Okay, excuse me, sorry. And that's that other side. All right, so let's see here. Where is your freedom? Oh, freedom failed too? All right, come on now. All right, so the second week of the month, you will be taking this time out to retreat, pull back. Whatever you've been dedicating your time to, you're now going to pull that back. I feel like some of you have been dedicating your efforts to kind of pleasing someone, taking good care of someone, comforting someone. And I'm seeing now here that you're taking this time to pull back from that. Some of you are not going to release this, but you're going to kind of just pull back for your own sake. Again, so you can kind of take care of you. You're going to retreat to spend time with you. What is it that you need to spend time on? So I feel like some of you are also, during this second week of the month, going to go ahead and open up your throat chakra, speak up for yourself. You're going to speak up for yourself. I don't think you're going to tell it all, like a novel, tell it all. But I feel like you're just going to speak up so you can get what it is that you need out of whatever you're doing. So this could be like a business venture. This could be a relationship, whatever it is. But you're going to speak up to get what you need. So third week of the month, we have energy balancing here. You're needing to do that. That came up in reverse. So again, and by then, once you start to, your energies will be off, but once you open it up, you will be able to open it up. Like, you're going to have to take time to see why your energies are off and then open it up. Okay. Whew. All right, this is popping out for you, Gemini. I'm telling you again. I'm just seeing a lot of you staying where you are. I'm trying to control your situation. You're not detaching. So if there's something that is really worrying you, I see this sense of freedom, desire for freedom in the beginning, but it just seems like you start to become a little off kilter towards the middle to the end of the month. At the end of the month, though, let's see. At the end of the month, you received, did I show you guys all the cards? Okay, let me make sure I showed it to you. Sacred wisdom. Retreat. That's what you received. Second week, you received the energy. Lord, I told you these cards are just flying all over the place. Energy balancing here in reverse. And then you received, at the end of the month, you received the sacred wisdom in reverse. You received unconditional love upright and compassion in reverse. So let's go ahead and break those three down, because this is you at the end of the month. I feel like you want unconditional love. You want to give unconditional love, but for some reason, you just don't feel like you're going to get it. I feel like there's maybe a child maybe in the picture who you have unconditional love for, but there's some other people you're not willing to compromise with. So let's just check. Sacred wisdom. Let's please clarify this sacred wisdom. Okay, so again, your base chakra is off. You feel like you're unstable at the end of the month. Although you need to open up, you're going to try to open up the third week of the month, but your base chakra is still going to be off. You're still going to be seeking some truths. I feel like at that point you almost turn it off. I feel like, Gemini, you're going in and out of what you're seeing. You're trying to be free, but then you can't. I feel like there's a back and forth energy here. At the beginning of the month, you're seeking the truth. You want to know the truth. You want to take those next steps. What can I do? But then I just see you kind of slowing back up towards the end of the month, receiving the same cards but in reverse. So you had seeking the truth in the beginning, but now you don't have that seeking the truth. You had seeking, trying to learn something new, but now you're no longer seeking. You no longer have that nurturing feeling, whatever it is that you were feeling good almost at the beginning of the month, but towards the end of the month, it's like you need to be nurtured. You're like, I need it. Like, I ain't trying to do it for nobody else. They need to do it for me, you know? And it's because you're having some issues with balancing out your life, giving and receiving. I feel like you need to receive more. I feel like some of you are in a relationship where you're lacking, you feel neglected, nurtured, you're not feeling nurtured. You need unconditional love. That's what I'm seeing at the end of the month here. So let's go ahead and clarify this compassion and why you don't have compassion for someone. Let's see who this is about. Let's see what this is about, this compassion. Because I feel like some of you are just spent. You're depleted. And by the end of the month, you're like, I'm not giving compassion. I need compassion. You need compassion. You need unconditional love. That's what I'm feeling at the end of the month. So let's clarify compassion here, Spirit. Thank you. Thank you. Compassion for Gemini. What is this about? All right. Yeah, you're needing it. You're not sure if your relationship will last. You're not sure if you're loved. And so you're needing this compassion at the end of the month. Okay? Yeah. All right. So let's look into unconditional love. What is this unconditional love about? Like I said, with the compassion, you're needing that. And this unconditional love. Let's see what's going on here. Because I feel like you are willing to love someone unconditionally. And again, this could be a child even. But I just feel like someone needs to love you unconditionally, Gemini. So, ooh, okay. So, some of you are teachers. And maybe right now, some of you need to teach someone unconditional love. What that is about. Okay? Okay, so observe and then open up. So it's like you need to teach someone how to love. And in order to do that, you need to observe their ways and open up to them so you can teach them what it is they need to know. Okay? Oh, all right. So you can then try to rebuild your relationship. Some of you are focused on something other than what's going on here. And maybe you just feel like you don't have time for all of this. Because I feel like you want to rebuild something different, but it's just not happening. It's just not happening the way you want it to happen. All right? So I'm seeing here at the end of the month, you're going to have to lead this whole situation. You're going to have to lead in order to get the unconditional love you're looking for. You're going to have to show compassion if that's what you want. Whoever this is that you're dealing with, you're going to have to lead them, teach them how to come out and be what you need them to be. Okay? So that's that. That's your monthly energies. Let's go ahead and move on to your love. What you love. What's love got to do with it, right? Let's find out. Okay, let's see what love's got to do with this. What's love got to do with Gemini? So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at your energies, and I just want to repeat myself. This is general energies, therefore it can go vice versa. I am pulling these first sets for you, but this could also apply to your mate. I would love to hear your comments. You guys know I'm all about the comments. Please leave your comments as to how this resonates with you. That'll be great. Make sure you also like and subscribe before you leave. You know, sometimes I know, guys, you flip channels like it ain't nothing. So I'm just letting you know, like and subscribe before you leave so you can see what's going on next, so you can come back, know where you came to, okay? Whew, all right, so what I'm seeing already is starting to come out. So in the past, you weren't optimistic about this relationship. You were giving up. You wasn't quite sure that this would be the person for you. But I see that this is kind of changing. But you go through these moments where you're not quite sure if they are the one, because then you decide that you want to separate from them, and then it's hard to talk to them as well. So let's go ahead and look at what came out for you. Let's see what came out for Gemini. So Gemini, this is for you. And then I'm going to look at your cross watcher after this. So staying optimistic. This came in reverse. This was you in the past. You have engagement currently. And then in the near future, you have all three of these. You have separation. This could be the one. And you have right here, heart-to-heart conversations. Not having heart-to-heart conversations, by the way. All right, so let's see in the past. Let's clarify this in the past. Staying optimistic. You're trying to stay optimistic about your love life. So let's see what this is about. Thank you, Spirit. In the past, you lost faith in this relationship. Let's see what this was about. Thank you, Spirit, for Gemini. Gemini in the past. What was this about? All right. Money. Someone stable. This could be also an earth sign. But there was no passion. Your relationship was lacking passion. I feel like somebody offered you that, but they were lacking that. You felt like you also had options. Some of you might have even snuck around in the past with some of these options, but it brought sadness to you. You wanted equality, but you felt like out in the cold. You felt like you had that equality, but you then ultimately felt like you were left out in the cold. This person left you out in the cold. So you was in limbo, not quite sure how you were going to move in this direction. But then you had to decide whether or not you was going to move forward with them or leave them behind, tell them to kick rocks. You decided to give up, okay? So I see you giving up. I see that they weren't honest with you, but you gathered the strength. Some of you might also be dealing with a Leo. I see Aries here also. You know, but I feel like some of you felt trapped in a relationship at one point. You felt like somebody was overly controlling, okay? This person may have had addictions. You may have had addictions as well. But I see how all of that came to light. You started to gain clarity due to this. You started to realize that, okay, let me just sit back and see what I could do about this. I see you having to take the time out to retreat. We just saw that earlier. Take a time out so you can meditate on what's really going on. But then I also see the Wheel of Fortune in reverse here. So I feel like you don't feel like you're getting the good end of the stick. I just had the same issue with somebody else. Is it this? Anyway, you don't feel like you're getting your just reward. You know, we could say there's all kinds of different ways, right? Okay, so this person was not understanding to you. This is a person who I feel like you questioned whether or not they even loved you. I feel like they offered little bits of love, but they didn't really like shut it down. They wasn't really holding it down like you thought they would. You thought they would be understanding this, that, and the other, but they may not have been. I see some of you are also dealing with the fire sign. I see a few kings here. I think I saw 3 kings here. I know I saw 2 kings and a queen. So some of y'all, hey, yeah. Oh, no, I see 3 kings. Okay, so some of you have some guys that from your past are coming back maybe. Also, I've seen king, I see fire, I see air, I see water. Whew. Okay, so someone has offered you a little something, but you're tired of arguing about it. I feel like somebody offered you maybe some time, maybe offered you something tangible that you thought you like, something that you would enjoy, but I feel like they were not honest with you. You didn't want to argue about it anymore, whatever that was. They could have lied about something, but then they chose not to. So I see here, yeah, it came out again. This was arguments. When things really came down to it and you guys had to talk about a situation, it created arguments. So you didn't want to talk about it anymore. So let's go ahead to this engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So this is for you, Gemini. Let's see what engagement. How's your love life moving to the next level? Let's see how Gemini's love life is moving to the next level. I know y'all like to hear that, don't y'all? Some of you might move to the next level with a fire sign, but I see this being on hold. I do see there being a delay in passion for some reason, but I do see a new passionate beginning coming your way. I do see this passionate offer here as well. Again, I see a fire sign, but I also see someone being sad here. Although you received this offer, it's still not bringing you the happiness you were looking for. Okay, so now you feel like you have a decision to make. What's going on, Gemini? Some of you may be dealing with a Sagittarius, but I do see this is somebody who was juggling, maybe multiple people, but I feel like you wanted to bring it into the situation. I see 2 times here that you feel like you want to walk away. I see death and I see the 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords is walking away, walking to something new. Death, Scorpio. This is about something ending. So I feel like some of you are tired of this juggling. You're tired of someone juggling you maybe, and so now you're ready to walk away. Some of you, I feel, also are looking for something stable. You want something stable financially. You want to be stable in relationship, all of that good stuff, okay? Again, I'm seeing a path that you need to choose. I'm seeing clarity coming in, and it's going to direct you to your path, okay? I also see Ace of... Again, new beginnings again. And I also see the 10 of Cups. So these two are both in reverse. That means something's coming your way. This is something that needs to be flipped over. Both of these are very important cards. You have a beginning and an end. This is something needs to end for something else to begin is what I'm seeing here. Okay? All right. So some of you may give up because you will feel like something that you put a lot of time, a relationship that you put a lot of time into will not bear fruit. You know, you no longer want to be, and you no longer will be depressed. You no longer want to be, nor will you be depressed. You're over it. You're like, I don't care what you say, you know. And this seems like to be somebody who you might, you know, be physically involved with, but you feel like they are bringing you illusions. They are making you question whether or not you want to be with them or not. And it does not help that they're not understanding where you're coming from and they're faking it. So you're losing hope in the relationship with them. You thought you saw a future with them. You're trying to see a future with someone you love. And you're ready to potentially accept an offer. Or offer may be coming your way because now I have the Ace of Pentacles, but that is upright. So the other two were in reverse. So it's like as if you may not get the passion right away. You may not get what you deem to be very loving, maybe good communication, things of that nature. But I do see an offer of love coming that is tangible. So that could be your engagement. I do see you gaining that clarity very soon. So that's what's happening the first 2 weeks of November. That's how you're feeling. Your relationship is ascending to the next level. You are having to choose and you're picking a path. And I see some of you definitely walking away and just some of you finally deciding what it is that you want. Because I've seen Gemini for a while. You guys have been in limbo, not quite sure where you want to go with this. I do still see the people here, but nonetheless, I do see you finally coming to some conclusion as to what it is that you want. So let's go ahead and move towards the future. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. This is what you have in the near future, maybe towards the end of November. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So let's see who this is for Gemini. Please clarify. This could be the one. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so I received the Temperance. Be patient. This also could be Sagittarius. This could be the one. Any additional clarification for this? Okay, so this could be the one. Whoever this is that you're questioning whether or not this could be the one, it could be a fire sign. I'm seeing burdens here. I'm seeing someone coming out of the third party situation that this was burdensome for you, okay? Yeah, I'm seeing healings. I'm seeing tens. I'm seeing letting go. Again, I feel like some of you are letting go of someone. Is it this Sagittarius? I'm not quite sure. But I feel like you've been patiently waiting and this burden has grown on you. And you knew that it was a heartbreak type situation, but you wanted to heal from it. So I see you finally bringing it to an end. And whatever you were holding on to, you're finally letting it go. I feel like I just repeated myself, but somebody needed to hear it twice. So I feel some of you are moving forward with gaining your strength. You may even feel like you're losing out financially in regards to this choice that you choose to make. You may even feel like, this person had manipulated you as well. So let's see what's going on with this separation. We said we saw somebody walking away. So let's see what this separation is about. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So I saw like 3 guys and a female. So what's this? 3 men and a woman? 3 men and a baby? Okay, so separation is coming. So this is because of arguments. This is 8 of Cups is here also. Both of these here, arguments and walking away. That's what this is. Clarification of walking away and going towards something new, an argument. So I feel like some of you are going to be separated because somebody don't know what to say out their mouth. Okay, and which leads us to the heart-to-heart conversation that you're not having. Okay, so this is honestly discussing your feelings with each other. This is what you are not doing in the near future. This came out in reverse. Let's see what this is about. Thank you, Spirit. Why aren't you speaking? Well, we can figure that out in the obstacles. But let's clarify this heart-to-heart conversation. I feel like it's very self-explanatory. Somebody doesn't want to talk about what's really going on because somebody's been sneaking around. Somebody knows somebody's been sneaking around. So you have 2 cards here. 1 of deception and sneaking around, trying to figure things out. That's the 7 of Swords in reverse. So that means somebody knows. This is out in the open. Someone's not getting away with it. And then we also have the High Priestess. This is the High Priestess, knowing, higher intuition, having all knowing within yourself. Someone is not having this conversation about the fact that they know that someone's sneaking around. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to Gemini's partner. I got a sister working tonight. I'm trying to get these Novembers out the way so we can move on to December, maybe later on in the week. But this again is for the 2 weeks of November, so I might skip the end of November and go ahead and move on to December. My goal was to get through all of my readings by the end of October. I have 2 more days, guys. I had to pause for the cause because I had a unfortunate death in the family. So now I'm back on my horse trying to get things going and catching back up. So that was my goal. I want to get them all done because I have a lot to do and we have to shut things down and go back to their home and clean up and all kinds of stuff. So I need to take a break. My brother's getting married. We got a lot going on here. So so I need to get these out for you guys. That's my goal, to get it out for you guys. So I thank you so much for being patient with me, okay? All right. So your partner. So Gemini's partner received deception in reverse. This is in the past. It is safe for you to love. This is current. And romantic feelings. This is also current. So ultimately, just off the break here, I'm seeing that, obviously, I feel like some of you were in a situation with someone. This is you, Gemini, that I'm talking to. You were in a situation with someone who deceived you. Maybe the truth came out is what I'm feeling here. But currently, they're questioning whether or not you guys will survive. And in the future, their feelings are real. They see that their feelings are real, and they want to explore those feelings. So let's just get a little more clarity in regards to this. I wonder which guy this is. Or which woman, because this is a general reading, so I could see 3 guys, and it could be 3 women, But I saw 3 guys, so I'm sticking with that. Which guy is it? Okay, so deception. Oops. All right. So maybe some of you may be dealing with the water sign, but I feel like this deception is in reverse. So somebody was very understanding about whatever deception happened in the past, whatever falsehoods were spoken. If someone dealt with someone in the past, someone was wearing a false mask in the relationship. Someone was, but then I feel like they showed themselves, and your partner was understanding. Maybe your partner was the one that wasn't showing themselves, and now they're starting to be more understanding. I feel like some of them gave up at some point and was wondering if they could have a new beginning, and they were willing to get rid of the other options they may have had to offer something more tangible to you. because they felt like you were going to walk away and move on with your life without them. They saw you manifesting something new. And this is somebody who you probably have a mother or father of your child. This is a brand new beginning that it's someone from the past. So, but they wanted to have a new beginning with you, okay? So, I know it's coming out fast, y'all. It's coming out fast. Thank you, Spirit. So, it is safe for you to love. They're questioning if it's safe for them to love because they're trying to speak and ask you, what is this about? They're trying to talk to you about something. What do they want to talk to you about? How you iced them, how you had them out in the cold, how you left them. They want to talk to you about that and the decision that had to be made because they know you want abundance. They want abundance as well. They want abundance with you. They want you to choose abundance with them. They want you to move forward with them. These are some of the same cards that's still coming out, okay? This is, again, moving forward, afraid that you're going to walk away. They want to offer you abundance. They see that you may have them out in the cold or maybe that you were going to leave them. And so they're wondering if it's even safe for them to love you, to open their heart to you, to give and receive the highest energy of all with you. So let's see what's going on with the romantic feelings in the near future. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So your partner feels like their feelings are real. Let's clarify that, okay? Because it looks like they're trying to offer you something more tangible. They want to offer you more options. You know, they know that you were on your last leg. They know that you may be willing to give up. They know that you are toggling back and forth on whether or not you want to stay or go. So they're trying to be more understanding. They're trying to be less controlling, but yet still in control. They want to have a new beginning with you, but they know that it's on hold. So they're offering you passion. And again, I believe this is a mother or father of your child. Somebody from the past, someone who you may have a child with. And some of the same things are coming out in regards to, again, them doing all of this because they're afraid you're going to leave. Okay? Simple as that. They're afraid all of this wants to come out again. They're afraid you're going to have abundance with them. They're afraid you're going to walk away. Okay? Okay? Yeah, they're afraid that you're going to end it. All right, Gemini? All right. So let's see what the obstacles are for Gemini and their mate. And then we're going to do advice for you, Gemini, and for your mate. So stay tuned. Ha ha ha. That's hilarious, right? Okay. I feel like I'm in an 80s movie. Stay tuned right after this. So the obstacles are that someone's questioning whether or not it's safe for them to love. That is the obstacle, okay? Very soon, clearly decide what it is that you want, Gemini, and your mate. Because someone is questioning whether or not it's safe for them to love you. There seems to be also some codependency issues, addictions affecting your relationship. And someone is maybe talking to the wrong people about the relationship. I see that is an issue as well, and religious factors being an issue also. So let's go ahead. So that's about someone's upbringing. I see that someone's upbringing is affecting their relationship. Someone's getting advice maybe from their friends and maybe from the wrong friends, but I feel like your friends you're trying to help, but that may be also an obstacle in your relationship. You have to be able to see for yourself what it is that you want for your life, okay? So let's go ahead and get some advice for Gemini first, and then we'll get some advice for Gemini's cross-watcher and partner. So for Gemini, what advice do we have for Gemini? Thank you, Spirit. Okay. What advice do we have for Gemini? Thank you, Spirit. New vitality. Balancing who you are. Rebuilding your relationship. Ooh! Giving the relationship a chance is what I'm feeling. Rebuilding where you are, rebuilding your heart. Ooh, my, I tell you. Rebuilding your heart. Healing your heart, Gemini. That's what you're needing right now. I feel like you have angels around you helping you, warming your heart right now, bringing you that white light right in your heart to help you forgive, help you to move on, help you to release whatever pains that you're in. Hallelujah. Yes. I see that white light of love just healing you. That's what I feel like you're needing right now. Be authentic to who you are, Gemini. Who are you? You are asked to be real and true pertaining to who you are and how you feel. You have to know how you feel. I don't know if you guys watched the most recent How to Love Yourself, but it's about speaking up for yourself. But you have to, and you can go ahead and go back to the video, but you have to realize what it is that you want. You have to be real with yourself to know what it is that you want. And that's what this is talking about. Being authentic to who you are. You got to know what you want to even know what to ask for, right? Like attracts like. Look at what it is that you're doing, because they're probably mirroring you. If you're longing for more love in your life, you need to also be more loving. And then consider your foundation. Many of us get this from our homes, how we were raised. You are being asked to look at how committed you are to love. What are you really committed to? Are you committed to this house and the home? Or are you really committed to the love? Like, many people want to get married, but they're not committed to the marriage. They're committed to the wedding. They're more committed to the wedding than they are to the marriage. You know? So let's go ahead and find out about Gemini's partner. What can Gemini's partner do to improve this relationship? Spirit, thank you. So this is for that cross watcher of Gemini. What advice do we have for Gemini's partner? Thank you, Spirit. What advice do we have for Gemini's partner? Thank you, Spirit. All right. Oh, it comes flying out. All right. Change your focus, partner. What are you focusing on? I wonder. But they're asking you to change your focus. All right. Anything else? Ooh. All right. Some of you need to tap into your third eye chakra so you can feel deeper, because I do see you moving forward and being able to join with this person. So just move. Make those make the possibility a possibility. Meaning, take a chance. Take a chance. Change your focus. Take it off of what they did, they did, and figure out what you can do. You can continue to point the finger, or you can try to improve the situation. Change your focus. Stop being focused on all the negatives, and focus on some of the positives. You know, if they don't have a job right now, fine, but can they stay home and take care of the kids? Is that a positive point? Yes, it is. You know, so yes, you may be struggling financially, but you may need to change your focus and look and go back to love. So here, embrace your emotions also. Pushing down your feelings or judging your emotions. Do not do that. Your emotions are your emotions. Your emotions are valid. Your emotions are valid, Gemini, and your emotions are valid, Gemini's partner. And it's okay. Speak your emotions. It is okay. You will not be judged for them. Don't judge them yourself. You are judging your emotions before they even judge your emotions. So know this. And do not judge them. Just let it happen. You need your emotions to flow. You need to let it out. So let it out, Gemini's partner. Change your focus. Focus on yourself, censoring yourself, and just make steps forward. And you will start to see how the universe then puts a step right in front of you. You've seen that before, right? You just take a step, a blind step forward, and the universe will put a step right under your foot. It will seem like you're stepping out on the edge, but it'll be a universe is going to come and catch you, okay? Be willing to express love. Again, express the love. I know it's maybe hard. Maybe Gemini is not reciprocating the way you may want, whatever it is. But when we express love, we begin to receive more love. This goes for you and Gemini. Both of you need to look at who you are and how you're expressing love. I feel like both of you are holding back your emotions, holding back your affections, because you do not want the other person to know that you are vulnerable. Love who you are. You are a divine and wonderful person, deserving of all the wonderful things that life has to offer. Know that, Gemini's partner. Know that, cross watcher, okay? Whatever sign you are who you are. Love who you are. Romance, lavish, the one that you love with personal attention and affection. So I think that's quite clear, Gemini. Y'all need to tap into yourselves and just make some moves. I mean, honestly, Gemini is waiting for you guys to make some moves. Make that move, baby. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed my channel. Thank you so much. Make sure you subscribe, like, or share. I love you. Blessings, love, and light.